This gentleman over here, Jim, was asking me, what's the difference between a card sharp and a magician? Well, I looked in the dictionary and it says card sharp is a swindler who cheats at cards, whereas a magician is someone who can inexplicably influence playing cards. What I'd like to do now is show you a demonstration using these 4 aces and a deck of playing cards. So first of all, I'd like to take the place of a card sharp and show you how a card sharp can control cards to the top of the deck. So what I'll do is I'll fan the deck and I'll take each of the aces and I'll place one near the top, one a little bit closer to the middle, one near the bottom and one close to the bottom. And when we close the deck, you can see that the aces are in different parts of the deck. Next, I'll push the aces flush and I'll shuffle the deck, and I'll do this face up so that you can see there's no tricks. Next, I'll turn the cards face down, and as a card sharp I will try and find the first ace. Now a card sharp can easily find the first ace by one simple cut. He can find the ace of diamonds. Next, he can cut the card twice. Once, twice, and find the second ace, the ace of clubs. For the next ace, I'd like to cut the card 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times, and find the third ace, ace of spades. Now for the last ace, even if the cards are shuffled, it's a simple matter for a card sharp to cut the cards and the last ace just jumps out of the deck, just like that, ace of hearts. And that's how a card sharp can control the 4 aces to the top of the deck. Of course, I'm not a card sharp, I'm a magician. So what I'd like to do now is show you how a magician can control cards to the top of the deck by magic. So using the same cards, the ace of diamonds, ace of clubs, ace of spades and the ace of hearts. The 1, 2, 3, 4 aces. So what I do now is I'll fan the deck and again insert the aces, one near the top, one closer to the middle, one below the middle and one closer to the bottom, and close the fan. And again, as you can see, the aces are all in different parts of the deck. And just as before, we push the cards square. Now a magician doesn't have to do any fancy cuts or flourishes. All he has to do is riffle the cards and 1, 2, 3, 4 aces come to the top of the deck. And that's the difference between a card sharp and a magician.